So in this protein product review, I'm going to explain to you why if you're using this to try and get healthier or get your protein to build your muscle, you're not only wasting your time, but your money. So let's break down these buttermilk protein waffles. Now, as the package says, it says protein waffles. But why are they called protein waffles? If when you look at the nutritional facts, it's got 22 grams of carbs, but just 13 grams of protein. So it have more carbs than protein. Why don't they call them carb waffles? Probably because it's not as marketable. The second thing I want you to pay attention to is the ingredients. Now, for anyone that doesn't know, when you're looking at the ingredients, the things that's listed up top first, that means that's the things that's in there most. So as you go down the list, that means there's less of those things in the product. When I'm looking at this, for me to find the protein, I have to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 things before I get to the protein. And it's not even a high quality protein. It's whey protein concentrate, which isn't as effective as whey protein isolate, which means your body's not going to be able to absorb it as much. And depending on who you are, sometimes it can give you some digestive issues. So just looking at a muscle building protein aspect, you'd be better off just having regular waffles and eating 3 whole eggs instead. Whole eggs is one of the best protein sources that you can get. It's highly bioavailable, so your body can actually absorb it, versus something like whey protein concentrate, which is going to be much lower on that list. But then even when you take the health aspects, we already talked about how it has more carbs than protein in here. And the carbs it has, whenever you see enriched flour, that's usually the type of flour that's going to spike your blood sugar. And it has a bunch of seed oils in here as well. So this thing's spiking your blood sugar, which is going to spike your insulin, and it can possibly spike your inflammation as well. So if you're someone that's not just thinking of building muscle, but you're actually thinking of your general health, this isn't going to be the best product for you either. Even the client that sent this to me is the reason why I'm doing this review, was like, oh, it tastes amazing. Again, it's going to taste amazing because if you look at the ingredients, there's about 3 different types of sugars in there. And what I think is the craziest part of this whole thing is when I read what they have on the bottom. At Premier Protein, our mission is to inspire optimism on the journey to becoming a happier, healthier you. With 13 grams of protein per serving and unbeatable taste, Premier Protein waffles are the perfect way to kickstart your day. Now, why I think that is so crazy is one of the major problems when you think of society and the healthcare system is we are constantly spiking our blood sugars, spiking our inflammation. So yes, it's going to taste great, but is this the quality of protein you're looking for? Not really, in my opinion. Is this something that's going to make you healthier? Not if it's going to spike your blood sugar and spike your inflammation. Don't fall for these gimmicks, which leads to a bigger conversation. Why do we fall for these things? This happens with everything. Right now it's protein. You've seen it on your feeds. New studies of protein saying this. The protein benefits for women. The protein benefits for people that is older. So now markets can take advantage of that and add in some extra protein or throw in how much protein is on there, because you're now thinking, wow, it's got protein in it, so it's got to be good for me. But this happens all the time with many different things. You're going to notice, you're probably going to see a few studies how protein can be deadly for you, and then it might die down a bit, and then you'll see a creatine uptake, and then you'll see keto uptake, where, oh, the benefits of keto and going high fats and low carbs. And then what you see in your aisles, a bunch of keto-friendly products, even probably keto-friendly signs. And then you'll see the big craze with vegan, and that people will just want to put vegan on their stuff. Just because they put a label on something doesn't make it automatically healthy. So yes, you want your protein. Yes, you're trying to build muscle. Yes, you're thinking about health, but you have to be a smart shopper. You have to understand what's in the food you're eating so you can make the best choices for you. So this was my first product review. Please tell me if this is something you're interested in and you want me to do more. And then if so, I'll do more. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys on the next video.